In this video we are taking a look at tools for the Siser Romeo and Siser Juliet cutting machines that can help you be more productive with your machine. Hi everyone, my name is Brian and I'm the 3D print creator, and as you might know, I'm not only 3D printing but also working with vinyl cutters, presses, that kind of things to make nice apparel. And well, one of the machines I'm working with is the Siser Juliet that is over there. And I think that for its price, it's one of the very best vinyl cutters that you can get. It's a nearly industrial machine that is perfectly suitable, well, for commercial work, and therefore I bought this machine instead of one of the many other brands. Now, there are also a few perks with this machine that I think could be better, but they're easily solvable with 3D printing, and I happen to have some 3D printers. So, well, I made some things that make working with a Siser Romeo or Siser Juliet a lot easier. Let's dive into it. Now, this first tool, this is a guide that helps you to align the cutting mat in your machine. Normally you would have to eyeball how this cutting mat is placed inside your machine, and then, well, it doesn't have to be very straight. But with this guide, it's easy to just to place your mat, and it's always straight, and it just works wonders. It works very well. The second tool that I made is also for that cutting mat, because if you are working with a little bit thicker materials, and especially if you're working with an older cutting mat that lost a little bit of its sticky power, then well, when the mat is hanging down after it goes out of the machine, well, the material can come loose from that mat, and I don't like that, and therefore well, I made this tool, which is a kind of table that you place on the back of your Siser cutting plotter, and well, then that mat won't hang down after it comes out on the back of your machine. Now, if you are not working with a cutting mat, but for example using it for cutting vinyl, and especially if you are doing those long runs for the side of a car or a window or that kind of things, then it's difficult to have your vinyl perfectly aligned in your machine so that it won't slip to the sides when you're working with it. And therefore I made this block hook. It's a very simple tool that you just hold in your hand and push against the front of your machine, but you can use it to align your vinyl so that it goes perfectly straight to your machine. And again, it works wonders, and it's very easy to cut vinyl without a cutting mat with this machine. And then the last thing that I made, it's a pen holder. And well, I know you can buy them from Siser as well, and from other brands that fit the Siser machines as well. But one thing they all have in common is that they are made for 10mm fine liners, and not every fine liner is 10mm. Sometimes they are 9mm or 8, or you're using a pen filling which can be 7 or even 5mm, or a pencil that can be even 3mm. Well, in that case, well, this print got you covered, because this works from 3 to 5 to 7, 8, 9 and 10mm. And well, you can choose which one you want to have. And I think this is just a better pen holder. Again, as you see, it works, and well, you can find the downloads for this all on my Maker World page. There is a link in the description down below that brings you just to the Siser part of my Maker World page. And well, there you can find all the things that I made for free. You can just download them and print them. If you happen to have one of those Bambu printers that you see behind me, well, in that case you can just use the profile that's added to this prints. But if you're working with another kind of printer, you have to choose to work with the STL file, because you can download that as well, and then you have to slice it yourself, but you will see that it works just fine. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped you, and well, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.